Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble campaign guide, I'm going to take a look at Uhk'loc and U'cha in Ungaro Crater. This is from my free-to-play no-grind run, so I'm just trying to not do any real grinding. I do like my dailies enough to get the tomes, and then that's pretty much it. Try to progress the campaign, and this was the first wall that I really hit. I was stuck here for several hours. Then actually I went back and I did a couple of heroics. I mean, that's still in the spirit of no grind, right? At this point you have unlocked heroics. So when you meet your first wall as free to play, especially if it's after 50 sigils, then just go and do some heroics. Those give you a bunch of XP. I got basically +1 level out of those, and suddenly instead of red it's now orange, and it's much more doable. So this encounter is a double boss encounter, but luckily these bosses do not resurrect each other once they're down. They are down. There is a melee monkey and then there is a ranged monkey. And my overall strategy for this one, I first start by defending. I start by trying to get at least this chest. This chest is in a little bit of an awkward place. I'm not often able to take that one, but I do want to take the meeting stone. I often take the meeting stone with a quill bore so that I have an unbound unit there that can grab the stone, and that gives me access to mine this. The AI sometimes takes that back, but then I will just have to take it back again. So that I try to control access to the gold nodes. So I will have gold. I will most often have this chest. AI will often take this chest, but that's fine. Then I will take this meeting stone and start to launch my attack from here. I'm trying to take the melee monkey down first, and once that one is down, then I can switch directions. I can send in a tank from here to tank the other monkey, and then because I still control this meeting stone, I can send stuff like harpies, damage dealers from this direction, so I do a two-sided push to take down the ranged one. And that's pretty much the main story. And this is the army that I completed the encounter with. I'm using a Chromash Hellscream army with Stonehoof Tauren, Batrider, Harpies, Shaman, Quillbore, and Abomination. Most of these minis have very specific roles in this encounter, although this range slot with the Shaman, I've been tweaking around with that one, and I just happened to get the kill when I had Shaman in there, but I'm not sure if that was actually mandatory. However, Abomination has been great. Abomination counters Huntresses, and it counters Firehammers, and Huntresses and Firehammers can be a little bit tricky. Stonehoof Tauren counters the same exact units, so I have both Abomination and Stonehoof Tauren to counter those really awkward units from the opponent. Then those units can also serve as tanks, especially Abomination, but also Stonehoof Tauren. I have damage dealer in Harpies. I have another pretty sweet damage dealer here in the form of Batrider. Of course only ground damage, but Batrider can deal a bunch of damage when it's properly protected. I have an Unbound who can be used as distraction, can be used to grab chests, can be used to grab meeting stones, and Chromash is another DPS in this specific army. And this is what it looks like in action. So at the beginning of the battle, because I've done this a couple of times, I know that in my specific instance there's going to be a Huntress coming from that side, and I want to counter it with the Abomination. But the Abomination is not enough to kill Huntress and the Tauren, so I need something a little bit more. Usually I should wait here until the Huntress dies and then deploy, because as you can see my Batrider died quite quickly. But on the other hand, it did help killing the Huntress, so maybe it was fine. Anyway, need to deploy a little bit more out there. Then there's the fight for the meeting stone. Usually that Quillbore is able to take the meeting stone. This time AI decided to spawn a Batrider there, so I wasn't able to take the meeting stone yet, which is a little awkward, but I'm fine with that. I will be able to take the meeting stone later. Now I'm just trying to counter what they're throwing at me. Batrider is wonderful against those raptors, and I'm trying to start my first push because Abomination takes a while to push out there, so I need to send it out there and then send reinforcements later on. Like Harpies now, so Abomination is far ahead of the Harpies, but Harpies will arrive roughly at the same time as the Abomination. Gives me an opportunity to grab the meeting stone at the moment. Sadly there is a Huntress that's countering my push, but I'm like, okay, fine. I'll try to hold on the meeting stone, counter the Huntress with the Stonehoof Tauren, but this time I'm a little bit too slow. But I have an Abomination here, which is fine. It's very tanky. It helps keep the base up against the Stonehoof Tauren and counters the Huntress while doing that, so base hits into the Tauren. Now I'm starting to grab the chest over there, so just trying to control the chest, control the 2 gold nodes as well as I can. We're making another push. Note that the Abomination is very slow, so I'm starting to send units slightly after Abomination. I multi-use the Harpies here, so the Harpies both counter the Raptors and then they will join the push because they're so fast they're able to join the push a little bit later. Here, sadly, they were kind of needed to kill that Batrider, and they were a little bit behind, but the push is still going quite well, because we have the other Stonehoof Tauren that grabbed the chest and is now tanking for me, and that allows the Batrider to deal a bunch of damage. And I got another tank out there just in time, so I have been able to get one tank after another, and that results in one dead monkey. And now we're still able to defend the meeting stone, which is good, because now I have full map control. I control both meeting stones, I control the gold sources. AI probably has access to that chest that's closer to them, but I can start preparing for another push. So this time, sending the tank from the northern or the up meeting stone side, sending a bit of a push over there and trying to prepare, get the gold. I got just enough gold. I'm thinking whether I could get that chest, but I actually can't right here. Should have placed Chrome a little bit forward, so it would have joined the fray a little bit faster, but it's still gonna be fine. I have enough gold to get the Quillbore out there. Quillbore is tanking. Now Chrome is hitting, Harpies are bloodlusted and hitting, and that's going to spell a lot of trouble for the monkeys. And that's victory, and that's how you take down the infamous monkey duo in Uhk'loc Crater. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.